Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Science Meditation Seminar. I'm Bobby Mai, Minister of Happy Science. The subject of today is On the Mission. Subtitle is Becoming a Doctor of the Mind. Your mission is to let people awaken to the spirituality and set about curing the diseases of the mind. We Happy Science members are doctors of the mind. And our mission is to save people's spirits. Doctors make the utmost effort to cure their patients. They will perform major surgery and will make their best effort to save a patient's life. If there is an emergency, what would you do if someone close to you was greatly suffering and was about to die? You would probably not be able to sit still. You would immediately call ambulance and ask for the doctors if there were hundreds of people ailing and about to die. You would do what you could until the doctors arrived, giving the patients water, rubbing their back, and encouraging them to stay strong. This is a natural thing to do. Seeing through spiritual eyes, more than 50 out of 100 people these days cannot go to the heavenly world. The human soul is fundamentally a child of God. However, materialism or worldly values hinder people to awaken their spirituality or spiritual self. So more and more people are suffering and many more souls are straying in this world. From a spiritual perspective, more than half of the people around you will experience suffering some years or decades from now. What will you do knowing this fact? When members are told, let us give the laws of the sun, the spiritual truth, to as many people as possible, and invite many people to participate in our seminars, some of them might wonder why they must do such things. However, let us say you are a doctor and there was a patient in front of you. You probably would not say to them, I only treat patients once a month, or I guess I could treat you if you really want me to do. There is no limit to a doctor's work. If you are in the position of a doctor, you cannot possibly stand still when you have many patients in front of you. Your work does not finish just because you have treated a certain number of people. There is no question to this. Currently, more than half of the population are suffering with illness or of the mind. Although so many are ill, there are very few qualified as doctors of the mind. So the work of these doctors should be hectic. Now let us start the seminar and help people to awaken to the spirituality as a doctor of the mind. Now Master Oka will talk about the spirit of missionary work, which will give you a realization of your mission in your life. Please watch this.
To perform missionary work is to work to save souls, one person at a time. It is extremely important work, an important act of love and compassion. When people are lost, in trouble, and suffering, we reach out to them and rescue them. That is missionary work. Whether our missionary activities are thriving or stagnating can be determined by looking at what we do, focusing on whether we are being of assistance and whether we have the will to help them, or whether we are simply ignoring, abandoning those that stand before us in need. It is purely a matter of whether we are passionate about missionary work or not. There will come a time in a person's life when his or her soul must be rescued. The time for saving someone's soul will come, and when such a time arises, it is of the utmost importance that there be another person around who is able to reach out a hand and give those in need the assistance that they require. This is why it is mistaken to say that you will get around to missionary work when you feel like it or at some other time. The time is now. It always has been and always will be right now. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the time is now. This very instant is the time to stand up and fight. Today is the day. Every day is the day. Today is the day to set about your work. There is no one else but you. So if you yourself do not fight, then who will? Who in the world but you will help this person? You must summon the courage. You must be brave. You will surely be able to come up with any number of reasons why you shouldn't. I can't possibly help him. I've only just joined Happy Science a few weeks ago. I can't possibly do it. I haven't read enough books on the subject yet. My enlightenment is still at such a very low level. And anyway, my lecturer credentials are minimal. There are other people far more experienced than I. I'll get one of those veterans to do it. But if you sense that there is a need to rescue someone, if you sense that someone is standing before at this very moment, their soul calling out to be saved, their hand reaching out to you, then you must take their hand in yours and make every effort to help them, no matter how weak and ill-prepared you might feel yourself to be. When the time comes to help someone, you must spare no effort. You must exhaust everything you have in the attempt. When you lay everything on the line like this, then you will come to be filled with the power far beyond that which you thought you possessed. A power that is not your own will come to dwell within you. You will be able to accomplish tasks that you never would have dreamed possible using only your own character and personality. This is a great power from above. It is the strength of the upper-level spiritual realm. The power of God or Buddha will reach you. When your heart reaches out to help someone who is suffering, then it falls into line with the hearts and minds of the Buddha, the gods, angels, and bodhisattvas. It works on the law of same wavelength attraction. Souls on the same wavelength are connected. And when this happens, you will be flooded with a power greater than your own. You will feel this surplus strength come pouring into you. Therefore, if you talk about the truth to others, believing that it is actually not you alone, and calling on the Lord to be with you, to help them, then without your knowing why or how, powerful words will flow from your lips. You will sense that you are not really the one who is doing the talking, and that the Lord is with you and is helping you to save the person before you. And when this occurs, all will become stronger. You will be able to become more powerful. I would like for you all to understand that when your Lord is with you, there's nothing that cannot be done. There's no one whom you cannot save. You will be able to guide any soul back onto the right track. Things will change completely. And you'll be endowed with the gift of words of sound leadership. You must also put a stop to placing limits on yourself, such as by thinking of yourself as weak, timid, or even cowardly. Make an effort to cast off those self-imposed limits and turn today to a new and different you. Courage will accompany you as soon as you take the first step. If you remain frozen, you will not find the strength. Courage will well up inside you upon taking the first step. There is no courage without action. Thus, you must have the courage to help others in a similar situation. I would like for you to stop worrying about what other people think about you, and to stop clinging to the past and telling yourself that you are not qualified and not ready. Have courage and take the first step. That is important.
How was Master Oka's lecture? Now you realize that your mission is to help others to awaken to spirituality as a doctor of the mind. From now, we will practice the Great Ocean Meditation. This meditation includes 3 meditations. The first one is meditation of the Great Ocean. Second, meditation on the moon. And last one is meditation of golden statue of Buddha. The purpose of the first meditation is to obtain peace of mind. We are going to visualize, we are meditating on the surface of the great ocean, calming mind. The second meditation is harmonizing your mind. We are going to meditate on the moon, looking at the earth. So huge green earth or blue earth, you're going to visualize it. It's a metaphor or symbol of harmonization. And last meditation is meditation of golden statue of Buddha. The last one, we will find the compassion or mind of God. We are going to become a golden statue of Buddha. Not necessarily to be a Buddha. Maybe you can be some sort of Jesus, or you can be like a God-like, whatever you believe. Especially if you like, Buddha is fine. So we will know the mind or compassion of the divine beings. Now please follow the guidance of Master Oka.
The Meditation of the Great Ocean. Now let us try the first meditation. It is the meditation of the great ocean, a kind of meditation for natural inactivity. Visualize that you are floating up from the ground and are flying towards the south.
空中を伝うように移動しているイメージを持ってください。
Beneath you, you are witnessing the boundless Pacific
太
Ocean.
陽が広がってくるはずです。今
You are now at the center of the vast Pacific Ocean.
到着いたしました。移動しているのは
Since it is your mind that is
心
moving,
ですから、
you are completely free to move
自
around.
由自在です。今
Imagine that you are at the center of the Pacific Ocean
海面から
and are sitting in meditation
1メートルぐらいの
at about 1 meter above the surface of the
空
ocean.
中で座禅をしていると思ってください。 太平洋の
As you meditate at the center of the Pacific
う
Ocean,
ちに
the sun
次第に
gradually begins to set.
増えてまいりました。辺りは夕闇
It is starting to get
包
dark.
んでまいりました。空に
Stars are beginning to shine in the sky.
瞬くようになってきました。それでは
Now
次に
you are moving away from the surface of the ocean
離れて遥かなる
and you are flying towards the sky.
飛び立って行きます。ちょうど
Right above you,
月が
you can see the moon shining brightly.
出ています。満月
It is a full moon.
その満月に向かって
Fly
飛
towards
んで行ってみてくだ
this
さい。
full moon.
さあ
You are
月
now
に
at the
到
moon.
着いたしました。動いているのは皆さん
Since
の
it is your soul that is moving,
この宇宙であろう
you have total
月であろ
freedom.
うと自由
Whether you are in outer space
そ
or on
の
the moon,
月の
now you are landing on the
降り立っ
moon
て今度は
and practicing meditation
瞑想
on
を
the moon.
していただきます。月の上で
Sit in meditation on the
そ
moon
うして月の上から
and look down on
地
earth.
球を見下ろしてください。遥かなる下に地球が
You see the
見えます
earth far beyond
そして
below you.
アジア大
You
陸
see
が
the continents
小さな
and the country where you were living.
見えるはずです。その小さな
You used to be in that country.
あなたは生活していたのです。その月の
Look upon the world on
座
earth for
禅
a
をしなが
while
ら地上の世界を
as you meditate
眺めてみてください。
on the moon.
さて今度は
Now
月から
you will slowly come back to Earth from the moon.
地球に戻ってまいります。どんどん
The
地
Earth
球が
is
近づい
gradually
て
drawing nearer.
日本が見えてき
You
ま
see
した。
Japan.
富士山が
You see Mount Fuji.
富士山の
Let's try
頂上に降り
landing
てみましょう。
on Mount Fuji.
富士山の
Let's meditate on the peak of this mountain for a while.
この頂上で座禅を組んでみましょう。皆さんの体
You
は
are sitting at the peak of Mount
あり
Fuji.
ますここで
You are now meditating here on the peak of Mount
皆さんの
Fuji.
体は
Your
六畳とい
body
う非常に
is now a
高い
very tall, grand
大きな
statue
大
of
仏の
Buddha.
姿になっています。20メートルは
You look like a golden statue of
金色
Buddha
の大仏の
that is several stories high.
それが皆さんの
This
本当
is your
の
true
姿
form.
です。富士山の
The golden statue of Buddha
20メートルもあ
that
る
is several
金
stories
色の
high
大仏が
is now meditating on the peak of Mount Fuji.
そして
Try looking below at the
2階
people
の
who are living on earth.
見下ろ
for a
して
while.
ください。この
It is your mission
人々を
to save these people living on earth.
皆様の使命なのです。 それでは静かに目を開けてください。